Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Indie Comics Review. I am your host, Lorenzo, and tonight I'm going to review 3 comics that I read recently and give you my opinion of what I thought of them. Just so happens these 3 comics happen to be from last week. So, let's get started. First book is called Luna, and it is written and drawn by Maria Lovett. She's done work on, I think, Faithless 2 and some other books that you may be familiar with. Luna takes place in probably the end of the 1960s, I want to say. End of the 60s or beginning of the 70s. And there's this girl named Teresa, and as it opens up, she's lying in, I guess, in a field somewhere, or maybe on a roadside somewhere, and she looks to have a head wound, and seems like she's been in some kind of a blackout state. So the next thing we see is that she's been taken to this what looks like a commune, this little place of some hippie kids have established. And the girl tells her that, hey, thank God you're awake. We were worried about you. And so she meets these, the kids in the cult. Turns out it's this guy named Lex, and there's like 4 other girls or 4 other young women in their little group, and and Lex seems all cool. He's like, oh, thank God you're okay. We were worried about you. And this is our little group. We call ourselves the Children of the Sun. She seems kind of cool with it at first, but to me it just seems a lot like a cult kind of an action. It's cult kind of a thing because he's the only guy and there's 4 women. So I usually smell a rat when there's something like that going on. It's either Charles Manson action or some kind of a pimping situation going on. So either way, it's probably bad news, foreshadowing for the future. But in the beginning, it seems all innocent and okay. Teresa goes for a walk with this girl who befriends her, and they frolic around in the sun and lay in the grass and I guess just chill out. And the next thing she knows, she's having a nightmare. She has this nightmare about something about the sun blocking out or something like that. And she wakes up, and it's like, whoa, what the hell happened? But at that time, it's nighttime. They're sitting around a campfire. Everybody's chilling. Everybody's happy. Getting high. Singing songs, and everything is beautiful. It's just all this kind of cliche 60s stuff. And you can see that Lex, his name Lex or Rex. Well, anyway, the lead guy, the cult leader guy, he's clearly got his eyes on Teresa, and they're making eye contact, and it's just this whole thing where they're just it's just a matter of time before they sleep together. So, not giving too much away, it's clear that they're going to sleep together, and strange things happen when this occurrence happens. And at the end of the book, she's kind of well, I won't say what she's doing, but strange things happen when they eventually do sleep together. And they will. Spoiler alert: they will sleep together. Just everyone knows this. And it really, I tell you. The artwork is beautiful. Maria Lovett's artwork is nice, and even the style of the writing is nice, but it doesn't give you a lot to go on in this first issue. But I'm interested enough to give it another look. There are some people who may not be that interested to give it another chance. They may not move on to a second issue. I personally will do it because I love the artwork. I like where it could be going. I'm curious just to see if I'm right about it or not. But if you're not into this kind of a period piece with the hippy dippy vibe and the whole if the whole 60s peace and love thing kind of turns you off, then it's probably not for you. But if you can give that kind of a thing a chance to develop, I think Luna might be worth giving it a shot. So I give Luna definitely a second issue try for me. I would give it the second issue treatment. So that being said, yes, I would recommend Luna. Second book is called Devil's Dominion. It's from Black Box Comics. It's written by Brian Hawkins and art by Rafael Forte. This one is kind of a horror comic. It's follows this woman. Her name is, God, what is her name? Devlin St. Paul is the name that she gives this hotel clerk. The story begins, she's checking into a hotel room. And the main reason for that is to turns out she's a woman who is possessed by a demon, but she's learned to control this demon. So she reaches her inner demon, and she's in the hotel room and tries to focus on finding this kidnapper. They think this person is kidnapping women and holding them like a collector, because many women have disappeared and no bodies have been found. So the speculation by the police is that this is a collector we got going on here. And Devlin thinks she's got a lead on this individual. And she thinks that it is also a person possessed by a demon who is unable to control their demon, unlike her. So she runs into cops along the way. She eventually tracks down the alleged demon in their lair, the person possessed by the demon, that is. And turns out there is a bunch of people being held, a bunch of women mostly being held in this cage. And there's lots of exchanges between her and the other guy that's possessed by the demon. And you see them as human beings, but then you also see them in their demon form. And there's a lot of grunts and screams and a lot of stuff like that. And I have to tell you, overall, that's not really my kind of book, to tell you the truth. It's I was interested because there was like some buzz around this book that I heard, but I was a little disappointed. It seemed like I said, the writing, the dialogue is just like grunts and like like this. A lot of your dialogue, this is your main dialogue, along with a bunch of demons fighting, and that to me is not really a good story. And then the ending, which it builds up to, it's not satisfying. It just doesn't deliver, in my opinion. So I don't know. I don't think this is going to be a second issue for me. I think I pretty much have made up my mind about this book already. It's just too bad, because it's okay artwork and it's not great artwork, and just the subject matter is it's been done before. There's nothing compelling, nothing original, and it's just kind of a letdown. I hate to say it, but it's just if you're really into that kind of stuff, I mean, if you like maybe stuff like Faust or that kind of a thing, this is nowhere near as good as Faust, by the way, in case you're just about that. I don't know what they're trying to do here, but I think they fall a little bit short. So Devil's Dominion would not get a second try from me. The final book is called Fear Case. Fear Case is written by Matt Kent, and the art is by Tyler and Hillary Jenkins. Fear Case is about these two Secret Service agents who've been handed a case that's been around for possibly centuries. Literally a case. It's a box that has been handed down throughout time. It is a box that they believe maybe cursed or something like that. So, and the thing is, they've handled this case for almost a year. The Secret Service has always given this case to like the rookie agents, and they get to work that case for a year to try to solve it. No one has been able to solve the case or take care of the case. And what happens is, after a year, they have to pass it on, because if you don't give it up after a year, apparently you go mad. So they're down to 3 weeks left on this Fear Case. This team of Secret Service agents, this pair. There's a point in the story where they're called to a house where a woman has, well, they find this kid in the house. He's just standing like in the closet, just covered in blood. And the woman is in the swimming pool holding a knife. She's covered in blood. And it turned out this woman has come in contact with the fear case. It was given to her by her ex. And the thing about the fear case is you have to give it to someone that you hate, your worst enemy. Otherwise, it turns out it will wind up in the hands of whoever it is you love the most. And if you look into it, you die. So it's kind of a trippy thing. So this case was given to her. It was left in a paper bag by her ex. He just dropped it on her and walked away. Just left it. And she just, not knowing the circumstances around this thing, she just put it in the closet, forgot about it. So fast forward 3 days later, she's in the pool holding a knife, and I think her husband has been has been murdered, and her kids in the closet just scared to death. So the agents realize that they're on the track of the fear case, and they only have a few days left, and they're gonna have to track it down. This is another Matt Kindt story. Matt Kindt's been making some really good books lately. There's a lot that's not been revealed yet about the fear case. They revealed just enough to pique our interest. That's why I don't want to reveal too much in this story. But I think if you like a good mystery, if you like a good, like maybe spy kind of thing with supernaturals thrown in, fear case could be something you might be interested in. I'm definitely going to give this one, I think it's a 4-issue limited series, so I'm signing up for all 4 of those. And I think fear case is something that may deliver in the end. The more we learn about it, the better it's going to get. But the first issue was pretty good. So that's it for this Indie Comics review. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and hit the notifications button so you know when I'm making my next video. So until next time, see you guys in my next video. Hey, don't forget to subscribe and leave a thumbs up.